Hello, wonderful, wonderful ladies. Today is a very simple message. I was on a lot of calls yesterday talking to a lot of you beautiful women out there, about mentorship and, starting your business and everything. And one common theme that I heard over and over again is the use of I am and the use of the statement I am or I have. And I am this person, I have been this person, that's just who I am. I need you to understand that if you want to become successful, you have to develop the mindset of fluidity. And you must allow your identity to be movable, fluid. Stop being so attached to this version of yourself, especially if this version of you is not who you want to be. If you go home every day and you're living a life where you're not satisfied, where you're not happy, where you're not enjoying your life, you're faking your pleasure, you're numbed out, you're burnt out, or maybe you have some things, but just not everything. Maybe you find yourself comparing yourself constantly to others, wishing that you could have more. Whatever it is, take your identity so seriously. And what I mean by that, when you say, I have social anxiety, I am ADD having person, I struggle with finances, I struggle with being able to believe in myself, I this, I that. You are holding on for dear life to the aspects of yourself that are no longer serving you. The thoughts that you say and the beliefs that you have and all of your I ams have no choice but to be true. I want you to let that sink in. We hear this all the time, but I need you to let it sink in today. I want you to pretend that the words that you say are like a magic wand, and that whatever words you say and constantly think over and over again, that is going to be true for you. And I want you to treat it like that, and I want you to treat your life like that. Like the words that I say are so freaking powerful, especially if repeated through time, that it will be true for me. Would I still say this sentence? I know what you're thinking. Well, I am broke. I look at my bank account, I don't have anything. Oh, well, I'm not. I am single and lonely and afraid and all this stuff. That's who I am. It's true. It's true. That's all I can see. If you are broke right now, you are not broke. You are focused and determined, and you are open for change. When somebody asks, how are you feeling? Stressed out? I am open and willing to change. I am open for a solution. I am open and thankful for that I am alive. Oh, but what about, are you still going through that? I'm determined. I'm focused. I'm focused. I'm growing. I'm improving. Is that not true? Is it true that you can't improve? Oh, but my financial situation, my finances are improving daily, by the minute. It's true. My finances are improving daily and by the minute. It changed. I just got an extra $1. Great. I made an extra $1 today. My finances are improving. You have to stop associating who you are with your current life circumstances. And when you learn how to do that, you will learn how to change your life. But if you want to continue to stay stuck in your same beliefs and your same life circumstances, then continue to hold on to the identity that you've been calling yourself for. We hear the power of I am in the Bible. We hear the power of I am affirmations and I am in general, whether you're religious or not. The power of I am and I have and I will is so important. So, like I said before, treat every word you say like it were to become true at some point and act like that. And what I like to do is I like to take inventory of all my limiting beliefs. I call it a limiting belief dump. I'm like, okay, limiting belief tracker. Honestly, on my phone, it's literally called limiting belief dumpster. Because Every time I write it down and actually get it out of my head, I realize that it's fucking stupid and that I don't want to be this person. So I literally take inventory. I say, okay, I'm thinking really negative right now. What's going on? So the moment that I realize I'm thinking really negative, I'll have this tendency to just gather my phone and take 2 days or so to like write down every belief that comes up in my mind. Like, oh, you know, you can't do this. Only these kind of people get to be these kind of people. You're just not as good as her. Or she just has it. Her birth chart says she's this, so that's why. Like, I'll write all the things down. And once I write all the things down, then I realize and I really analyze them and I say, is this true for me? Does this have to be true for me? Does this have to be law for me? Or am I willing to let this go? Am I willing to let this go? Am I willing to see things differently today? And usually the answer is yes. And if the answer is no, I say, why is the answer no? Why do you want to hold on to this? And then usually that resistance comes up and I'm able to just see it clearly, then I can let it go. And that's a whole process that I have in my course, Goddess of Worth, in my inner work course, all my courses have inner work in them, okay? It's an important process of the journey, right? So subscribe to RGC, subscribe to Rich Goddess Club to get access to all those courses, or you could buy those courses separately. Invest in yourself. It's important. But nonetheless, I just want to remind you, be very careful about the words you speak. Be very careful about your I ams. I don't care if your I am is true for you in this moment. It doesn't have to be true. Maybe you have a mental health issue. Maybe you have an illness. You know how many, this is controversial to say, but you know how many mental health issues I've had and been like subscribed with? Well, you're depressed, you have anxiety, you have ADHD, you need to be put on this medication. There was a point, I don't really talk about this on my channel. There was a point when I was younger where the doctors said that I would not be able to talk and that I would not be able to read because something was like wrong with my brain because I was always so quiet in school. I was so quiet in school, so quiet growing up that they thought that something was literally genetically and neurologically wrong with me. They wanted to put me on medication. They wanted me to put me in special classes and all that stuff. But really what it was, I was super intuitive. I was super creative. And I was like, I don't even want to be here. What am I doing here? Jalen the alien. But you know, I just didn't, you know, whatever. My brain just worked differently than other kids. But they literally said, oh yeah, she's not going to be able to read. She literally probably is not going to be able to read. She's going to struggle with this her whole freaking life. You know what would have happened if I accepted that belief? I probably wouldn't be making a YouTube channel. Probably wouldn't have had any success. Probably would be still crying somewhere every single day, accepting completely that this is who I am. This is just who I get to be. Luckily, I had a father who believed in me and said, you know what, Jay? I don't accept this. F this. I'm going to work with you every single day and we're going to get to the bottom of this. And then after like those 6 months of like that, I was right on my way. I was killing it in school, especially when it came to creativity and poetry, and I was doing my thing. I still hate school, and that's why I probably dropped out because I'm like, I'd rather just make money anyway. But the point is, you got to be careful about your I ams. If you let other people, you let other circumstances, you let other people try to tell you who you are, you're always going to be stuck and being the same person. But if you wake up today and you say to yourself, I am great, I am amazing, I am beautiful, I am rich, I am wealthy, and if you don't want to go there, I'm improving. My circumstances are improving. I am growing to be the person that I want to be. I'm making improvements every single day. Every single day. Let that be true for you. And even you might say, well, it's not true right now. Doesn't it feel a lot better to just speak that instead of staying stuck in the negativity of your lies and your limiting beliefs and your distortions and all of the weight of your past, right? To just even take a step towards this direction of actually owning the person you want to be. It feels so much better. And then if you do that and practice that habit, you'll notice the changes and the shifts over time. You just gotta stick with it. You gotta be relentless. And you gotta completely detach and let go of this current circumstance and reality where you're not happy, where you're not satisfied, where you are weak, where you're not strong, where your finances suck, where you can't get a man, where you can't hold on to a relationship, where men always cheat. When all the lies, let go of that person, let go of that belief, and let's step into our new story. If you need help with doing this, I literally have resources that can help you and take you step by step through this process. Subscribe to Rich Goddess Club. It's literally $50 a month. $50 a month for things that I've learned that have made me literally multiple six figures, who have literally allowed me to change different aspects of my life, and to be able to literally be surrounded with successful people 24/7 in my circle, constantly up-leveling me. And I wouldn't be surprised that by the end of this year, I will be a seven-figure earner because of the things I learned last year alone, that I put into different knowledge and information throughout my time and space being alive. And honestly, that I've channeled through my ancestors, that I've learned from my family, that I've learned and truly embodied within myself. Who calling me? I gotta go. All right, bye. Like this video, bye.